Mexico City became the center of attention as Hollywood heavyweights arrived to promote one of the year's most anticipated films. Leonardo DiCaprio, Benicio Del Toro, and rising star Chase Infiniti joined acclaimed director Paul Thomas Anderson for a press conference at the Sofitel Hotel. The event drew crowds of fans and international media eager to catch a glimpse of the cast behind One Battle After Another. The stars entered the hall to thunderous applause. Cameras flashed non-stop as reporters shouted questions, hoping for details about the story, the filming process, and the collaboration between such powerful names in cinema. DiCaprio, smiling and relaxed, spoke about the challenges of playing a complex role, describing the character as layered and unpredictable. Benicio Del Toro shared his perspective on the film's darker themes, explaining how the story reflects not only conflict, but also survival and personal transformation. He emphasized the importance of working with a team that pushes creative boundaries. Chase Infiniti, stepping into the global spotlight, told reporters that joining forces with veteran actors and a legendary director felt like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. His remarks drew enthusiastic applause, signaling his rising status in Hollywood. Director Paul Thomas Anderson, known for his visionary filmmaking, praised the cast for their dedication and depth. He hinted at the intensity of the film's battle sequences, promising audiences a cinematic experience filled with raw emotion and breathtaking visuals. After fielding questions, the cast posed together for photographs. Their chemistry was clear, adding to the growing buzz around the film's release. As they left the stage, excitement filled the air, with fans shouting their names and waving posters for autographs. The promotional tour continues, but the Mexico City press conference has already set the tone. With DiCaprio, Del Toro, Infiniti, and Anderson leading the charge, One Battle After Another is shaping up to be one of the most talked-about releases of the year.
Of lightning. She lights up that screen, and it was a pleasure to work with her.
That's a beautiful description. Thank you for sharing.
And Regina and Tayana, they all gave so many incredible performances, but showed so much compassion to everybody on set and really trusted each other. And Leo especially and Paul showed so much gentle leadership. And I think that all of those things that they taught me are very special to me, and I'm very grateful for all of them.
Thank you.
We would be in Northern California. We went all over California into El Paso. And so when you have those kinds of journeys together, it puts you in a better kind of a headspace, a team space, you know.
Telling the truth of your character and listening to the people around you, and Paul created that in an amazing way in this movie. I said it so many times, but there's so much thought put into this film. There's so many unexpected twists and turns, and he almost created its own, its own universe in a modern day context. I've talked about Star Wars before, but it's true. He created like a Star Wars universe in this world, and I think people are going to have an amazing time watching this movie, especially in the theater, because it's a film that's really made for that theatrical experience.
Great, and that also makes you excited to go to work every day and excited to see everyone else in the cast and crew. But yeah, I mean, I'm literally just completely echoing what they said because they said it best.
Perfect. So now I have a question for you, Benicio. This film is about for the next generation in the story, and how did you bring that across in your performance?
Well, I think it's basically what I just said earlier. It brought that into the performances. It comes from the story, from the part that Paul offered me, and I think that Sensei is like he's an American hero. He's a friend that we all want. And how did I bring that up? I just reacted a lot from what Leo was throwing my way.
I just want to feel it. And I loved that. I loved that feeling. I hope he does want to talk about it with me one day. But I think the film, I hope, if anything, that there's an optimism to it that I hope comes through. I feel optimistic. when I look at Chase, when I look at another generation coming up behind us, I look at it, I see it in my kids, I see it in her performance. I get optimistic about the future of movies and going to be in good hands if she's going to be on that screen. So the end of the movie is her. You know, the end of the movie is handing off the journey to her, the fight to her. And so that makes me optimistic. So I hope that comes through in the film. I hope that would be a currency within the conversations about the film, or a feeling at least.
A feeling.
Yeah.
That's strong. Recuerden que la película se estrena el 25 de septiembre y también traten de verla en IMAX para que puedan disfrutar completamente esa experiencia tan inmersiva que es la película, que está llena de conceptos e ideas súper interesantes del director Paul Thomas Anderson. Ya lo dije, pero lo vuelvo a repetir, la película se estrena el 25 de septiembre. Muchas gracias al elenco, al director también y por supuesto a todo el equipo de Warner Bros. México. 25 de septiembre. Muchas gracias a todos, muchas gracias a Warner Bros. And thank you so much, guys, for your time. Un aplauso para ellos.